Hello and welcome to this second newsletter for the rejected film, Los Rechazados. Well, as you know, we take a couple of weeks between each shoot, time to get things together again, time to check everything's okay, rest a little bit, prepare things. And so that's what we did since the first shoot. In the meantime, of course, we find time to have some time off, some fun, including here the yearly festival in my town. It's actually the biggest festival in Argentina. About 100,000, 150,000 people show up every day. This is early on. So we take some of the kid actors and their friends, whatever, we take them out. Los Rechazados, the rejected. It's actually it's a rodeo festival with music. There's a family film picture.
Okay, wait, hold on. You ready? One. You ready? No, hold on, I gotta push. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Free hugs is what it says on the Joaquin's poster. It's also time to rehearse things, so I'm rehearsing with Swan. Swan has a major role in the film. Swan is 8 years old. He has slight autism. He has Asperger's syndrome. Very bright kid. So this is my house, and I'm trying to teach them the meaning of the script they're saying.
Hay lava, pero hay cosa que más que lava. ¿Qué se saca de la tierra?
Agua.
Claro, ¿y qué estamos haciendo con el agua?
La estamos gastando.
Gastando.
In the film, he's a voice, he's a being that channels the eternal truth of mankind through his voice, and you'll understand better in the film.
Gastando.
Okay, in the meantime, of course, then we're also looking for new locations. Went north, about 150 kilometers north of here. Barren, desolate. I went with Tiago and found these barren, desolate, dry, deserty, medieval-looking places which are ideal, what we were looking for. People actually live there, amazingly enough. Absolutely shockingly hot. It's known to be a heat kind of microclimate. You're going to see when we were there it was 44.5 degrees centigrade. That's, I think, around about 115 Fahrenheit. It was absolutely extraordinary temperature, but at least we found exactly what we were looking for. And this we're going to use to, sort of build it up and make inside interiors. There's a temperature gauge, amazing. Even the corn just couldn't stand it, just dried out, and that's a message from my cat, I guess. Also looking for objects, looking for any kind of props for the film. Old, sort of inverted commas, medieval looking props. So we go to people's houses. And we also ran casting sessions, in this case for the judge, and we found this guy in Buenos Aires. He has the features that are required for the role, and he's the only one who sent me a casting video of his acting where he acts completely naked, and I thought that guy is a complete lunatic. Gotta have him on board.
Did you see it? Did you see a bag? Did you see a bag? Bag, sweetie, you saw a bag. Should we burn the bag? I'm really hypnotized, dude.
That's what happens when you try to catch a a drone with your fingers. The props do that to your fingers. Huh. First day of shoot since the first shoot. First day of the second shoot. Just as we took off, it started pouring, heavy with rain.
Supposed to be shooting
floods in some
here.
areas.
About 20 people.
¿Estás hablando para Iván?
Paraguayo. Estoy hablando paraguayo. And we're supposed to be shooting there. But there's a strange thing happening. It's bright sunny, but heavy rain.
Está hablando para... ¿Qué? ¿Se lo va a mandar a Chris?
This is we're shooting those interiors that we saw before. And somebody mentioned, somebody suddenly discovered in the middle of the shoot, and we're literally in the middle of the shooting, there was an enormous animal there with its young. Huge 350 kilo pig. And I thought, oh my god, quick, get the equipment out quick before it goes nuts. And I was right, because the minute I switched off the camera, the thing charged out and smashed everything on its way. And it was quite, we were just dying laughing actually. Just as well I took the equipment away on time, because the cameras were just in his path. So we're back in the mountains, shooting various scenes. That's how we eat at night with a fire. And then that day, this is going to go down in history as Noel films history. That day where the weather just changed. The weather went slightly strange. We'll get to see it. First of all, we managed to shoot some scenes. You'll see in the background. The clouds are getting heavy. It's getting a bit darker in the middle of the afternoon. It looked beautiful at first before it started getting ugly in inverted commas. And I took advantage of that and improvised various scenes, because the sound was strange, the light was strange, the clouds were bizarre. It was almost surreal, very, very strange, and the wind started blowing up. Photographically, it was very very nice. And we did some amazing shots there, and some very strange improvised scenes, including this, for instance, this strangest thing, just a very, very short distance above us, this one tiny, fast-moving black cloud. Just was the strangest thing ever. It was almost like witchcraft. Little did I know what was about to happen. I kept this improvisation until the raindrops started getting a bit too heavy for the camera, and then at night, all hell broke loose far away. This extraordinary thunderstorm with lightning. I mean, about 10 bits of lightning per second, basically. Amazing kind of bizarre show. So I had him dance a kind of witchcraft dance, and then it started raining a bit heavier. It had stopped a bit. I had to stop the scene when it started raining, so we rushed back to the tents just in time to grab a hot dog each, from the fire. And then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. It rains continuously for 12 hours. It hails bits of ice the size of ping pong balls. It was crazy noise, thunder, lightning. We were blocked in these tents from about 9 at night to about 10 o'clock the next morning. It hadn't stopped raining for 1 second. Nobody slept. Nobody slept a single minute. There it calmed down, but when the thunder and lightning struck, it was just extraordinary. We later found out that down in the town, it had been the worst storm in 10 years, overflowing rivers, crashing trees, bit of all sorts. We were actually quite spared at the top of the mountain, but it was still quite an experience. But unfortunately, even though the kids enjoyed it, it ended up a pretty bad experience. You'll see why.
I was looking for that, but I think that they carry it.
We were vanquished by the rain. It rained for 12 hours. It hailed as well. We were camping there. Some tents collapsed. Some got inundated. Now we're going home for the second day in a row without being able to film anything. It's expensive and a waste of time. Sí. Trípode, sí, pero ¿por qué quedó ahí todo eso? Ahí voy.
¿Podemos?
Okay. They're happy enough. I'm tense and stressed because it's the second day of shoot when they've all come here and all been paid, and we've gone away without shooting anything. Yes, unfortunately that exciting, crazy evening, which is going to be carved in their memories forever as a wonderful experience, actually, like they always are, was converted into something bad by parents. Of course, we know now that the modern parents mostly are just absolutely, well, simply, there's no other way to say it, stupid. Just stupid and ridiculous. They've completely forgotten what life is about. They've completely forgot how they lived their own childhood. And whilst these kids were having the time of their lives, they were mounting a kind of hysteria through WhatsApp group. Rivers had taken the tents away, that some had drowned, that trees fell on top of kids' heads. It was just a complete stupid hysteria based on nothing at all. And they complained that organization, because there was no cell phone signal there, like they had cell phones when they were kids, like the cell phone signal at the top of a mountain. I mean, it's really ridiculous. And the result of that, unfortunately, was that I didn't accept the stupidity, and so basically we lost 4 of the kids. They took them out of the film, just that the rain was dangerous or something. We're not really sure what. And 1 lead actor as well followed them, adult. So basically the project almost collapsed. If it had not been for all the other parents who actually turned the thing around and said, stop being stupid. But there's nothing to control social hysteria. We know about that, in this day and age. There's not enough drama in life, so they create these hysterias because they just want more drama. So we almost lost the film. It almost completely collapsed. It would have been my first collapse since the start of my career. But thankfully, a big group of parents did help. So we basically finding 4 new kids and to replace them, and a lead actor. So on we go. We overcame. On we go.